Hello, I'm Chuck Long, and on this edition of the Entertainment Outlook, the 46th Annual Nashville Film Festival kicks off April 16th with one of its strongest lineups ever. Here to highlight some of the buzzed about films, artistic director Brian Owens. It's always great to have you here, Brian. You had a great lineup coming up.
Thanks, Chuck. I'm excited about it. I think there's a lot of really good films.
A lot of great films, a lot of great stars are going to be there as well, a lot of great documentaries, features. I mean, a lot to talk about. Want to just kind of jump right into it, and then we'll kind of also talk about some of the opening and closing films. But there are quite a few films with LGBT content, which is great. We love that. We're going to take a look at this first one because it's by a Nashville filmmaker, Matt Riddlehoover, Paternity Leave. So take a look at it right now, and then we'll talk about it on the backside.
Stop torturing yourself. You can't help it. It's not your fault.
Yeah, of course it's my fault. I was the idiot that let him top.
Oh, so now it's my fault.
Yes, it is your fault. You were the person that just had to have it. You were so insistent that we had sex right there on Connie's living room floor.
Wait, what? You had sex in my house?
Oh, yeah, right there, next to the couch.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, it's a really funny movie about a couple who find themselves pregnant. I should say a same-sex couple.
Right.
And, needless to say, that disrupts their lives a great deal. One of the jokes that I had about the movie when we were programming is that it was so easy to program, not just because it's a charming film and it's so good, but I do think every actor in Nashville has a part in it at some point.
Right,
so of course it made it really easy to program. We're excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That will be a lot of fun, and I think we're going to have Matt on the show in the coming months, so we're looking forward to that. So check that out, Paternity Leave. Another local group, Nashville in Harmony, has a film premiering there. It's sensational, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's directed by Stephen C. Knapp. It's a documentary about the 10 years of Nashville in Harmony, our local LGBT chorus.
Right.
Obviously, it's full of great music. We're really excited about it. I think what they do is something worth celebrating, and I think this short documentary really does capture the community spirit that keeps them going.
Which is great because you get to hear from a lot of the members in there. It's a really stirring, moving, portrait of what Nashville in Harmony is all about.
Most definitely.
All right. Now another feature that really caught my eye: Margarita with a Straw.
Yeah, this film comes to us from India. It's about a young woman with cerebral palsy who gets a scholarship to NYU. So she and her mother moved to New York, and while there, she meets political activist from actually Bangladesh, and the two of them fall in love. And if you're familiar with Indian cinema, the fact that she falls in love with a woman is pretty controversial when it comes to Indian cinema. But the other thing about this movie that amazed me is if you just read the description, that it's a young woman with cerebral palsy who is a lesbian who finds first love. This almost like PC alert going on, like too much. But it doesn't play that way at all. Thanks to an astonishing lead performance, and one of the best that I've seen in all the movies that I've programmed at this festival for 7 years now.
Oh, I'm right there with you. When I saw this, I mean, it is so organic and just so heartfelt. It is amazing. So make sure that you check that out. Put it on your list. Margarita with a Straw. Another one, really nice, some great performances in this one, Sand Dollars.
Yeah, Geraldine Chaplin stars in this one as a European tourist in the Dominican Republic who establishes a relationship with a young local woman. Again, the chemistry is just so realistic, but the one thing I always told people about this film after seeing it is, yes, come for the great performances, but even if you just come to see the beautiful scenery in the film, it's so gorgeously shot. It's one of the most beautiful films that you'll see at the festival.
And I love the fact that a Geraldine Chaplin, I mean, again, she's been a great actress, throughout her career, but to see it's kind of like there's a point where some actresses just really blossom into that time of their career where it's just amazing to watch them work.
Precisely. I mean, I think with each year, her performances just get stronger and stronger, and now that she's in her senior years, that experience really shows, and she's so amazing in this film.
It really is. So just a reminder on that one. Sand Dollars is the name of that. Naz and Malik.
Yes.
Am I saying that right?
Naz and Malik.
Malik. Okay. So a wonderful film, though.
Yeah, I will say it's one of the freshest, newest voices I think that I've heard. It's two young African-American Muslim boys who are hiding their relationship from their family in Brooklyn, but as two young Muslims sneaking around corners and trying to hide their affair in Brooklyn, they capture the attention of the police and the FBI eventually. And it leads into some interesting places. But man, the lead performances in that movie are incredible. Like, I'm thoroughly convinced that they actually are a couple in real life because their chemistry is so real and natural. There's not a single moment in this film felt artificial to me.
I so agree with that. And I was the same way. I thought, it's almost like a documentary at times because they're just so organically real, and it's just, you know, there's not a false move in that movie.
For sure.
Really nice. So Naz and Malik. All right, closing night feature. This is going to be, I mean, what a cast in this one.
Oh,
this is Welcome to Me, so tell us about that.
Well, the big star is Kristen Wiig, who's absolutely one of my favorite performers. And in this one, she plays a woman with borderline personality disorder who wins $85 million in the lottery, decides to stop taking her medications, and buys a local infomercial production company so that she can host a 2-hour daily talk show about her favorite subject, herself. And I mean, so you can imagine Kristen Wiig in the part, and it is really, really funny. It's a little darker than, say, Bridesmaids, but I know it's going to be the perfect way to end the festival, and people are going to have a blast with it.
I tell you, just terrific. We're just seeing, you know, some clips right there. The cast also includes James Marsden, Wes Bentley, Linda Cardellini,
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
It just keeps going. Yeah.
It really is just a tremendous cast. So make sure that you put that on your list as well. That is the closing night film, and that is going to be one that I know the tickets are going to be hard to come by.
Right, and just to clarify, what we call our closing night film is actually going to be on April 24th, because on April 25th, our actual last day of the festival, that's when we bring all the best movies back for one more chance for people to see them.
I'm so glad that you do that, because so often there's a film that you wanted to see during the run and that sort of thing, and because it was sold out, and obviously those popular ones that happens with, this is a good chance on that very last day to be able to do that.
Yeah, so a lot of times, you know, it takes a couple days for a movie's buzz to build, so we're going to give you one more shot when those movies really build a lot of buzz, and there's going to be several titles that will do that, I'm sure.
I want to make sure that we get the dates there so that you can get this on your calendars. The Nashville Film Festival in its 46th year is going to be April 16th through the 25th, and you can get your tickets at NashvilleFilmFestival.org. In the last about 20 seconds that we have, tell us some of the stars that are going to be there.
It's one of our most star-studded years, you know, assuming that everybody's travel plans don't change on us, but we're expecting Nick Kroll from Comedy Central's Kroll Show, the comedian Tig Notaro, Evan Peters from American Horror Story, Juno Temple, indie film star, Elijah Wood, I'm so excited about. You know, last year we had Seth Green, this year Elijah Wood, so we're getting all of the wee stars like to join us like on a yearly basis.
That is terrific. An incredible film festival coming up. Can't wait to see you there.
We're excited. Thank you.
And we hope to see you there as well. Well, that's all the time that we have for this edition of Out and About today. We'll see you guys next time. Good night.